Yesterday, the EuroZone reported GDP and inflation rates lower than expected. And I think the question that people will be asking, when does disinflationary slowdown, i.e. a soft landing, become a deflationary recession or a hard landing? And I think Europe is probably going to challenge that question before others. China's manufacturing PMI data overnight was weaker than expected. And this morning in the UK, we've had house price data from Nationwide, which showed that house prices declined 3.3% over the year, but rose slightly last month due to a shortage of available stock. So I think that's better than most people would be expecting at this time. Been taking a look at the sort of renewable energy watch. We had results from BP yesterday, and one of the things they did was just write off $500 million worth of investment in US onshore wind assets. Yesterday, we also had green aviation fuel supplier Velocys. Shares fell 70% as its funding plans stalled. And today we get news that Ørsted has announced that it would cease operations of 2 US offshore wind projects. So a few sort of distress flares going up in the renewable energy space at the moment. In the UK this morning, just keeping an eye on the number of bids coming through, we've had a higher offer for DX Group, the logistics company, this morning. We also had full year results from ASOS and a quarterly trading update from Next. And it's quite instructive to see the difference in performance of these two fashion retailers. ASOS has been a slow motion train wreck for the last year and a half, struggling to adapt its model to the post-lockdown consumer environment. By contrast, Next has seemingly sailed serenely through these difficult times. However, ASOS is nearing the end of its restructuring phase, as it's sort of updated with its full year results today, with stake building from Frasers, who've also acquired a stake in Boohoo and developed a relationship with the Chinese fast fashion retailer Shine. I think the conditions are now set for some consolidation in this fast fashion segment. So timing is critical, of course, and I think there's still quite a hard road ahead for ASOS, but there's going to be there's going to be a changing shape of this sector in the next months or years ahead.